start the morning like that, it's never a good. It's usually a sign it's not going to be a good day. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start off. This thing's already bleeding. Damn. Must have poked into something. Alright, I'm going to get started here. So, last night, we were... Oh, nice sneezing. Wow, this is not starting off well. I'm bleeding, I'm sneezing, good lord. Last night we were out with the truck, and it happened. I thought maybe it wouldn't, but we got the dreaded death wobble on the way home with the truck last night. Which obviously, anybody who knows anything about death wobble, the reason I think they call it death wobble is, now my nose is running, is because you think you're gonna die. We hit a bump in the truck, pothole, whatever you want to call it, and it felt like after we hit it, the suspension's supposed to bounce back, and then the truck settles down, you go about your way. That isn't what happened. We hit the bump, the truck shook to where we thought the front end was going to come off. Like literally, we thought the fenders, everything was going to vibrate off the truck. Extremely violent. I've heard of death wobble, but I've never experienced it until last night. Luckily, we were near home, so we were able to, and just like that, I pulled to the side of the road, I stopped the truck, I looked underneath, everything looked fine, so I pulled away, we made it home. Luckily, we were close to home, and so then that's when I looked up about the death wobble, and that's what it was. So, obviously, it's suspension parts that are worn or out of adjustment, whatever. Just trying to get my finger to stop bleeding. So this morning, now mind you, it's Saturday, so I should be picking up my axles today for the Camaro, and the vehicle that I used to do that is down. So this is the right side tie rod end. I just took it out of the truck. This thing, I'm suspecting, it's kind of notchy. It moves a little too easily, so there's no friction there at all. My guess is with the way how beat up it looks and how the boot's torn and everything, that's going to be what I think is the problem with with the truck. So I'm gonna switch the camera here. I start off the morning by going to Napa and getting new tie rod ends. You can see I have the drag link already hanging down, and I want to check too the wheel bearings. Let me see here. I gotta say hi to, is it Zayn Faiz from Indonesia? Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but welcome, thanks for watching. Because I also am not 100% sure that these wheel bearings are on the up and up, but I want to check that when I put the new tie rod end on it. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I can open this. So, let's see what we got here. Of course, it's not going to open with one hand because I'm trying to hold the camera and do this. So, let me see if I can. I got to do it off camera. So, there's the new piece there. It doesn't have a new pin. That's going to require me going to Oh wait, there is one in there. Thank goodness, it has a new cotter pin. So that's the new piece. That's the old piece. So we're gonna swap that out. I'm gonna try something new as far as alignment. I'm gonna see if there's a way, if I can use an angle gauge and run it across here. And if I can get the angle at 0, that should theoretically give me 0 toe. So that's gonna be, I'm gonna try that out. I'm still gonna lay the truck down. I'm still going to get my grease plates that I have made. Once I get the tires back on, I'm going to set the truck on grease plates. For anybody who never heard of grease plates or doesn't know what they are, basically what they are is 2 pieces of metal. I have mine at about 15 by 15 inch square. So I have 2 squares, and then it's like a sandwich. And in between I put grease. You put whatever wheel grease, multi-purpose grease, whatever. So that way the 2 plates can like slide over each other is what is the idea. Now, why would I use grease plates? Well, I'm going to tell you. Ew, it's fucking cold. So the idea of grease plates is you jack up the vehicle. You put the grease plates underneath where the tires would land. And then you set the tires, they set the vehicle down on the grease plates. Now what the grease plates do, I'm just checking my finger, sorry. What the grease plates do, it allows your tire to slide wherever naturally a 0 is, okay? So if you just set it on the ground, the tires dig in, your suspension's not gonna go neutral. If your suspension doesn't go neutral, whatever adjustments you make are gonna be cattywampus and not correct. So the idea of the grease plate is to set it under the tire. When the weight of the vehicle gets put on there, and you can see this happen as you're letting the vehicle down on the grease plates, you can actually see it slide to neutral. So when you get that vehicle to neutral while it's on the grease plates, then you can make your adjustments. You can do your camber, basically your tire wear angle adjustment. It really is your toe is your most important adjustment you're going to be able to make. Sorry, I still have my finger dealing with. Your most important tire wear adjustment is going to be your toe in and toe out adjustment. And using grease plates, I know probably everybody has 50 million other ways that they do it, and everybody claims that theirs is best. I'm just going to say mine's one of them. I saw a guy do it in a shop down in Florida, and it made a lot of sense to me. So that's the method I use, is using the grease plates and then adjusting from there. I may have done, might have to look at my, I thought for sure I might doing an alignment on grease plates. I have to check. I'm pretty sure I did a video about that. But so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to, once we get it all back together and I have other things ruled out, then I'm going to set the truck on grease plates, and I'm going to double check everything with that. I'm trying to think. Also, if you're going to do any kind of suspension work as far as spring shocks, today it's tie rod ends, the outer tie rod, do both sides, okay? Just don't do one and let the other one. Whenever you're doing suspension, whenever you're replacing tires, always do, they call the whole axle, but do on both sides, left and right. It'll make it even, because if you only do the one side and you leave the other one, I mean, you can only imagine the kind of chaos that could cause. It's just going to give a weird feel with all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get going here on this. With putting the tie rod ends on, because I also, if you guys tuned in last night for last night's live, supposedly the axles for the Camaro are supposed to be ready today. Unfortunately, I got to get the truck done because this is what I use to go over to a shop. This is the only thing I have for my daily. So I got to get this done so I can potentially go over there and pick up those axles so I can get to working on the Camaro. But I got to get my daily so that it's safe and I'm able to get there. So I'm going to cut this short, guys. I hate to leave you hanging, but I'm going to do that. And then I may do a live later, either going to a shop or showing what the alignment on the truck. So anyway, we'll see you guys later, all right? Take care. Bye.